Hey y'all, it's Taylor. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. In today's video, I only have 10 minutes to thrift. Let's see if we can make it count. Come along with me and let's see what we can find in this short amount of time. Let's get inside and start hunting. If you are new here, my name is Taylor, and on my channel, I focus on finding thrifted and secondhand home decor. If you're a returning subscriber, hey y'all! In my city, we are in full spring, and I hope that you've had an opportunity to at least check out some of my previous Thrift With Me and haul videos where I have hunted specifically for spring decor. In today's video, I'm not just hunting for spring decor, but I am on the hunt for anything that we can add to our home, and like I mentioned before, we only have about 10 minutes to see if there's anything worth bringing home. All right, up first I spotted this super cute metal and wicker style basket. It immediately caught my eye because it's just got such a unique vibe, perfect for adding a bit of charm to any space. I then spotted these two pink glass candle holders, and while they were adorable, I am just a little past hunting for pink. So this section of the thrift store was full of glass candle holders. Here I am going to just give you a glimpse of a few that were on the shelves. If you are not new here, then you know I love to thrift a good basket. I saw these two baskets on the bottom shelf and they caught my attention. I am just not certain what I could store in them. Up next, as I continue to search in this section, there was an assortment of plates. I'm going to give you a peek at some of them, some really unique styles, not necessarily my home aesthetic, but there were some interesting ones. Will someone please drop a comment and tell me about this McDonald's plate? It was the most expensive thing at the thrift store today. It was $18.99. I need to know why. Up next, I saw these candle bundles that the thrift store put together, and I always stop and just take a moment to peek at these. I didn't see any that were worth bringing home, but sometimes they have a really unique just assortment and variety pre-packaged, and they are fun and most often really cost-effective. With Easter being just around the corner, I did see quite a few Easter baskets out, and I just felt like this was the perfect time to remind you that if you are on the hunt for an Easter basket or really a basket of any sort, be sure to check out your local thrift stores. There are always plenty of baskets. Up next, you are going to get a very quick peek at how much holiday decor this store houses. And while I'm not currently on the hunt for holiday decor, I do hope that in a few short months that this section is just as full as it is now. Up next, you see that I am walking through textiles. I am still on the hunt for curtains for our bathrooms and for our kitchen, but unfortunately I did not see any patterns that stood out to me. We are going to quickly walk through the electronics section and loop around to the other home decor section that this store houses. And again, I know that I am walking very quickly, but I am trying to maximize our 10 minutes and get to the register before our time expires. As quickly as I'm walking, I do want to stop and just take a minute to look at this lamp. It is $3.99, and I can't help but to love the floral design on the front of it. And before leaving this section, this glass and gold chandelier did catch my attention. My husband recently built me a custom greenhouse, and I'm looking for some subtle decor to add to the inside. And while I love this chandelier so much, it was $10, which I felt like was a bit too pricey for something that's going to go outside. I then did see this wooden shelf, which seemed really sturdy. I don't necessarily have a place for it in my home, but I do love showing you things that I find at the thrift store, even if they aren't necessarily a perfect match for our home. Alrighty, so the way this thrift store is set up, here I am coming around the back side. On the left, we've got books, videos, DVDs, movies, and some toys. On the right, we have some clothing items, and I am walking straight ahead because that is the last wall that is full of home decor, a lot of dishware, glassware, and I'm going to take you through this next section to see what we can find. It took me a little while to find anything on this wall, but once I started finding things, I started finding amazing things. And the first thing was this crystal butter dish. It was so nice. I don't storage butter outside of the refrigerator, but if I did, I would want it in that butter dish. It was $9.99, but it was seriously so beautiful. I then saw that bowl that I just showed you, and I saw this brown terracotta colored pot, which I felt like would be really, really nice for fondue. And next is this white bowl with these scalloped edges. Of course, I have to show you it. It's got scalloped edges. If you are not new here, then you know how much I love a scalloped edge on anything. Those of you that are not new here know how much I am really trying to replace our plastic in our kitchen with glass and wood, and I saw this wooden cutting board, and while it does have some knife cutting marks in it, one of the super simple things that you can do about that is to just sand and buff those out. So I did stop and look at it, but I decided against buying it. Next up, I thought these green glass creamers were adorable. They were $12.99 for a set of 2, which I felt like was really fair pricing. They were super solid, very heavy, and I love the color on them. They were they were stunning. And of course, you all know how much I love finding floral plates. So here I'm going to give you a little peek at just some of the floral plates that I found in this section. One of the last things that I saw in this section prior to heading to the cash register was this crystal glass creamer, and it was just charming. I felt like it was really beautiful and I loved it. And with that, that concludes today's Thrift With Me portion of our video. Let's head over to the cash register so you can see the item that I am going to purchase. I do want to apologize for the extra wobbly camera here. I do get a little nervous recording in public, but here it is. I did not show you this item when we were over in the home decor section, but I have been looking for a mug tree for the longest, and I was finally able to find one today. What a sweet, sweet find. In addition to the mug tree, I did find some items for my daughter. That concludes today's 10-minute thrift with me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching.